What's the average total when you go to a grocery store? In fact, better yet, Walmart. We got to take Max out. We're going to go for our morning walk. Sort of. He walks. I stand here and I talk to you. I think it's at least $100 now. Because prices keep going up. Inflation is through the roof. It's crazy. It's insane. And all I'm hearing from everybody is that they're broke and they can't keep up. Now, ironically, this is such a strange conversation to have here. Hang on one second. Max. Because usually when we get to this point, people will say to me, well, Kevin, I'd love to talk to you about investing. I just don't have any money. I don't have any money to invest, and therefore, how would I even begin? And I get it. But I guess what we should look at is, from the perspective of investing, applying these principles to our day-to-day lives and accomplishing the same goal. Have you heard of a term called dollar cost averaging? If you have, just type yes in the comment section. If you haven't, then say, tell me more. Or better yet, if you have, but you don't really know what it means, say, teach me. Because I think there's a lot of terms that get tossed around on a regular basis in conversation, in the news, on these videos and headlines. And we go about it. And we may even repeat these things, but we don't know what they mean. We don't understand them. And we also probably know that, for the most part, there are some really, really wealthy people out there who don't worry about inflation, who are completely insulated, who don't worry about the Trump tariffs raising the price of everyday items on the shelves, for which they probably don't even do their own shopping, and they have a personal shopper taking care of these tasks. Got some weeds over here. I need to get some weed spray. I need mulch and I need weed spray. The weeds are coming through the damn pavers. Yeah. These tasks. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't do this myself. I'm saying it out loud, but really I'm just gonna tell my landscaper to knock this out. They do a great job, but obviously there's not going to be a 100% success rate. So it's more of an 80-20. I would really say with these guys, more of a 95-5. I mean, they're pretty freaking good. I mean, for what we pay them, they ought to be. And don't get me started on damn pool maintenance. That's a chore. But either way, dollar cost averaging. It doesn't have to just be investing, right? What's the latest news? What's the big headline? What's everybody talking about? Yes, prescription drug prices and negotiations that have led to executive orders that are going to bring prices down. Now, much like the stock market and investing in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and things like that, no one really knows how this works. We're being told that it's going to happen, but as far as the mechanics, what the nuts and bolts of what makes this possible, that we haven't been, privy to that information yet. Not sure if we ever will be, but at the end of the day, does it really matter? Does it? Because if your prescription drug costs come down, which now I'm kind of curious, how much do you spend every month on prescription drugs? If they came down, let me know in the comment section. If your total came down, would you care how or why? If the total went up, I'm sure you would care. But if it came down, it's just kind of like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, right? Is that the old saying? Now, this dollar cost averaging is actually something that I apply myself on a daily basis. Some of you know, some of you understand, some of you will get it. Some of you have already figured it out. But it's a matter of consistency. And we've actually seen some really good success because one of the ones that we've talked about and we've tracked is Tesla. And on average, my Tesla stock value is continuously increasing and earning a return on investment despite any, what we had seen with Elon Musk and Tesla in the headlines. Not so much as of late. I feel like maybe he's died down a little bit, but it's definitely earning me money. It's definitely making me money. And so I don't think anybody would turn their nose up at making more money, right? Well, we shouldn't turn our nose up at saving more money. And so if we can dollar cost average invest into stocks like Tesla to earn more money over time, then in theory, we can dollar cost average in other items and other places where we put our money, or our money ends up going to save money. I mean, because think about it. Right now, if you could be handed a stimulus check, direct deposited into your account or showed up in your mailbox for $5,000, what would you do? What would you do with that money? And, or, granted, we don't know what the future outcome is of a stimulus check or Doge dividend or anything like that. Trump tariff tax refund or whatever. I lost track of all the different names that people are giving it. But on the flip side, if you didn't get one, but you could save $5,000 in expenses, would it not be the same? Would it not be the same? Just kind of curious how you guys look at that, how you view that. Being handed $5,000 or a $5,000 gift card or however they would do it, or being given a $5,000 coupon to save money, or $5,000 tax credit to lower your taxes. You know, it's like, does it matter? As long as the $5,000 is there, does it matter? And so this process that I've, employed regularly, daily, multiple times, is just that. It's not just in investing and buying stocks. Hey, come on. It's not just in investing and buying stocks. It's also in saving money. And so if what we do, and here's the basics of how dollar cost averaging works. And it's basically consistency. It's repeat consistency. I think that's the best way I could describe it, would be repeat consistency. And so my repeat consistency when it comes to investing is consistently repeating the same process of buying stocks when they're on sale, when it's a discount, which ironically is what I'm going to share with you guys about some of these consumer goods and consumer items, prescription drugs, yada, yada, yada. And we do this every day, at least five days a week. We do this every day with the same goal, the same strategy in mind. How many of y'all keep dog food in the refrigerator? I know we do, but it's only because we have a half a can that's open, and once we open it, we refrigerate it. I don't even know if it says refrigerate after opening. What we do is people put stuff in the refrigerator you don't even have to put in the refrigerator. In fact, people put stuff in the refrigerator you're not even supposed to put in the refrigerator. Michelle's going to kill me because you guys can see that the sink has dishes in it, but I was about to wash them. ASMR. But the dollar cost averaging is basically buying consistently, regularly, with the purpose of trying to get the lowest possible price at the time, for which, much like a recession, you won't know you're in a recession until you're actually out of one. You won't know you have the lowest possible price until the price goes up. But when the price goes up, that means that's when you start making money. Now, granted, you won't actually make money until you sell. But be that as it may, we're taking these lowest prices that we've made these purchases at and watching the average go down. Okay. So it's like, if I bought Tesla at 500, okay, well, my cost is $500. But If I then buy Tesla at 300, well, assuming equal shares, then I lost the lid to the dog food can. Thought we had two of them. Which now makes me wonder if there was already a can in the refrigerator. Huh. So, assuming equal shares, and that means my new average for Tesla is $400, not $500, not $300, but $400. And as we continue to do that, I have no idea where this lid went. Our average cost comes down. And as the Tesla stock price continues to go up, or whatever stock it is, goes up, we will continuously earn more money. Again, we're buying on sale. We're buying at a discount. That's when we want to buy. Well, we can apply the same principles to damn dog food. We could apply the same principles to dog food. Look at this. Look at all this damn dog food we got in here. You see what I'm saying? Whatever we paid for this can of dog food, it might have been regular price. I don't even know how much it is for Hills. I think Hills is a good brand. Max likes it. And if it was like $3 a can, it's $3 a can, and we have but then it goes on sale for $2 a can. Well, we're going to buy more cans and lower our average price on dog food. It goes down, yada, yada, yada. Now, we're not getting a return on investment because we're not going to sell the cans of dog food, even though we could. I mean, we could create some sort of resale business to sell the dog food and make money. But ultimately, what we want to do is lower the average price that we're paying per can. And then we stockpile it in the pantry and we store it. And hopefully we don't run out. We don't have shortages and empty shelves. We go to the store and pick them up and buy them. And we get them from, actually, no, if we're in a pinch, we'll go get them from like PetSmart. But usually Chewy delivers. We don't go to Walmart. We don't order from Walmart, not like that, because apparently Walmart is introducing this basket fee of like $6.99 for some stuff. I don't know what's going on with that. It's crazy. I just think it's another way for Walmart to increase their profits and price gouge and stick it to you. But either way, that's how we manage the dog food situation. And we just want to lower the cost. Now, there are certain items you can't really pull it off with because they're perishable, they expire. There's limitations like prescription medication and things like that. But over time, we want to continuously invest in things that are ultimately lower price when they're on sale, when they're at a discount. And that's probably the easiest way I can describe dollar cost averaging in a nutshell. I do it on YouTube. I was actually watching Keenan Grace. I came across Keenan Grace. I don't know how many of you guys check out Keenan Grace. He's one of the investors that I frequent from time to time and check out his videos and listen to what he has to say and get some ideas and strategy. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at his videos. I'm like, yo, he's consistent. He's consistent. And this is actually a basic principle that I teach for YouTube. And people tell me all the time, Kevin, you've helped me so much with YouTube and I am making so much money. I didn't believe that it was even possible. That's the crazy part. But it's also from consistency. And it's not even about getting millions of views and virality. It's consistency. And even with Keenan Grace, I noticed it's like he's consistent day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out. And it adds up over time and it continuously grows. That's when we get into compound interest and things like that. So we'll save that for another video. But at the end of the day, every now and then, one of those videos from a week ago or from a month ago or from a year ago or 2 or 3, who knows, decides to just grow legs. And that's when you really start to crush it. But it won't happen if you don't put the work in, if you're not consistent, if you don't do essentially the dollar cost averaging, it just doesn't happen. So hopefully folks are taking advantage of this opportunity with the funds that they have, stretching them to go as far as they can and utilizing this principle, this financial, economic investment strategy and philosophy, even though this isn't investment advice, to take advantage of the opportunity, even if it's not for growth, but it's for savings.